Hello everyone, John Frausto with Topspin Tennis. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 magic moves on Roger Federer's Buggy Whip forehand. Enjoy the video. So before we get into the 3 magic moves, let's discuss why the Buggy Whip forehand. Federer does use it. We're seeing it more and more on the tour. It's really, in his instance, it's really because he's hitting it because he's either late on the ball or he's in an emergency position. In this footage, it's actually live play and he is in an emergency position. The reason why he's hitting it here is because he's late and he's desperate. So he's just looking to neutralize this incoming ball and get back into the point. Let's go ahead and progress the video. He's in the rally. He's been hurt with this incoming ball. So it's basically almost like a sprint. And then he's going to get to this ball. And let's show you magic move number 1. And that's just going to be he sets the right side of his body. And what I mean by that is notice how the racket head is on the right side of his body and to the outside of his hand. So that position there, he's able to find the ball. Because of his technique, I feel he finds the ball easier because his hand and the racket head are staying close to the ball. Notice how in this position too, when he sets his right side, he still gets good extension with that non-hitting arm. And then what Federer is known for is notice that chin is fixated on that ball. We can't see it here on the camera, but he is focused and his head is steady and he's ready to make contact with this incoming ball. So magic move number 1 is going to be setting the right side of the body. Let's look at magic move number 2, and that's going to be the contact point. But let's look at some of the characteristics on this contact point. So he's definitely going to compress the ball here. Notice how he finds that ball out to the side. He's going to compress and lift. So he finds it, compresses and lifts the ball. That lifting gives him feel and control by imparting some topspin on that ball. So there's the compress and lift. Let's look at some of the characteristics here too on the contact point. Notice how his arm is a little bit more extended. He doesn't have a lot of leverage on this shot. Usually on his forehand, he's going to find that ball a little further out in front off that front foot. But because he's so late and he's trying to buy time, he's holding that ball a little longer and he's stretched and hitting out to the side and behind his typical contact point here. Here's another reason why we love Federer's forehand. And look at that chin, how and his eyes, how they're fixated on that contact point. He's so steady here. Another characteristic of the pros is the head is steady so he can balance that book. Almost feel like you're balancing a book on your head. Doesn't have his, notice how his hips and shoulders haven't opened up to the target. Usually on a contact point, a typical contact point, normal ground stroke, the hips and shoulders would be open to the target here. In this situation, just because he's so desperate to get this ball back, he's not able to open up his hips and shoulders as much. There's the lift and spin. Let's go ahead and look at the finish. And here's magic move number 3, and that's going to be just finishing on the same side of the body. Efficiency of motion here, doesn't bring it up and across. He's actually going to finish on this side, and then he's just looking now to get back into the point. And we can see that here with his recovery where he lands on that outside leg, the right leg, pushes off, and now he's getting back into the point. I hope this helps. Leave a comment below, anything that you picked up on the video, anything you'd like to add on this video. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell as well. Thank you so much for your support. Have a great day.